Kev, back in action with Easter weekend double. First off, just on the Halifax game, I guess there's a point to prove there.
Yeah, of course. We can't hide around the fact of what happened the other night. I've had to process it, I've had to digest it, and I've had to deal with it, and I've done that. And it was a difficult day yesterday, but the beauty of this game is you don't have to wait very long for another game, and we all know. We need a reaction and we need a performance tomorrow, and somehow those players need to find it within themselves, find some energy, some desire, some hunger, and a willingness to put it right, and to show the fans that they care. And I know this bunch, they'll be hurting, but it's my job now. We can't keep going on about the other night. They have to get over it pretty quick and go in with that attitude tomorrow now of putting it right. It's as simple as that in front of our own fans, who will still be disgruntled. But all I can say to them is please get behind the team. And, hopefully you'll see a performance from these players that suggests, they care. And, that's all we can do in this industry. The beauty of it, as I say, we can put it right, or try to put amends pretty quickly, and that starts tomorrow.
Speak about attitude there. How important are those characteristics in the response? I guess it's more of a mental, physical battle to prepare, if anything.
It's all about taking responsibility, and on and off the pitch is how you prepare, and I'm big on that, and I've said that from day one. We can do all we can as coaching staff and the medical side and the sports science, but when you leave this building, what are you doing with yourself? Are you preparing right? So, it's about taking self-ownership. It's about our leaders in the group now stepping up and stepping to the forefront, grabbing hold of other players around them and pushing them. And we're all hurting. I've never been on the end of a result like that, especially a second half. Everything that went wrong, and for whatever reason. But now we've got an opportunity to put it right, and we'll do everything we possibly can, as I say, off the pitch. But when that whistle starts at 3:00 tomorrow, it's over to the players and how they deal with it. And I suggest to whoever's playing and whoever's in the squad that you give it everything you've got, as like I ask for every week. And if you do that, majority of people won't argue with that. And so it's a big game for us for sure.
Is that how you're viewing it as a management team going into this game? A big opportunity, a great opportunity to possibly get a great response out of the lads?
Yeah, of course it is. It's, as a manager, you get setbacks. You don't want a setback that we had. It's 45 minutes of football where everything that went wrong. And I as I said the other night, I was shocked. I didn't see it coming, because defensively we've been fairly solid since I've come in. So it's like I say, I had to digest it. It took a while to get over it, and I don't think I'll fully get over it until the season finishes. But you have to quickly, because I've got to lift these players, and that's my job. And I can't be walking around my head down and moping. No, that's we've got a big game tomorrow, an opportunity to put it right. And if we're lucky enough to get a result tomorrow, I'm not going to say you forget about the other night, because you can't. But it goes away to getting a bit of momentum for Monday at Rochdale, and then for the rest of the season. And we all know we know how many more points we need to stay in this league, and that's our priority. So it starts tomorrow.
Halifax not been in action in 9 days, a bit of a different side to get, a bit more direct. What sort of test are you expecting from them? Yeah,
a physical test. Watch their highlights. It's a good win for them against Chesterfield, so they've had a break since then, and sometimes that can go against you, as we've seen when we had our 2-week break and then we come back against Southend. It takes you a while to get going. So we know what to expect. As you rightly say, they'll be very direct. They've got a big lad up top. They've got a bit of pace in the wide areas, and they'll be well organised. So, in general, when we've come up against teams like that, we've performed fairly well. So it's a test of our character, our mentality, and we got to get back to pretty quick being hard to break down, making good decisions. And when we get in their final third, it's about being sharp, clinical, and taking our opportunities when we can. But defensively, we have to be really, really solid. And everyone, to a man, has to turn up tomorrow and bring their A game. And if we do that, as we've already shown this season, we can get results.
How difficult have you found it, especially in the Easter period now, a lot of the time you're playing a game, you've probably got a day's rest and then it's match day -1 again. So how difficult have you found that schedule with the amount of fixtures we're currently playing?
I've been used to it. When I was at Shields, it was exactly the same, and so that's why you want a decent squad where you can rotate and freshen it up. We've been hit with lots of injuries, and I'm not using that as an excuse, but it hasn't helped the situation. But most teams get those injuries, so it's about when players are called upon who haven't been playing, they step up, and so it hasn't surprised me. I would like a squad of 20 fit players every week that I could pick from. So a lot of these players that played the other night got to go again tomorrow. So they've, like I say, they hopefully when they left that ground on Tuesday that they've recovered, they've put the right fuel in their bodies, they've mentally, they've dealt with it, they've processed the other night, and now they go into tomorrow with that determination, that spirit, that anger of putting it right tomorrow, and that's all I can ask for, and that's all we can do.
Just on fitness, I think that we counted 6 or 7 lads out. Adam, Alex Lacey and Brendan Dickinson last week. Are there any update on your squad at the minute, especially those two who, in the mix of the fixtures, I haven't been able to speak about too much?
Yeah, Alex Lacey is still going to be missing this weekend. So again, that's a hamstring. It's just how quickly it settles down, really. So he's not going to be involved this weekend. Brennan trains today, so he'll be eligible as long as he comes through the training session this morning. As I said the other night, the only slight positive that come out of the game is we didn't pick up any knocks or injuries. I should have the same squad to pick from, with Brennan being added to that. So it's just about me trying to pick that right team now to go and get the result tomorrow. And, as I said, whatever team I pick, it's over to the players. It's about their mentality now, how they approach the game, and I'm hoping and I'm pretty sure that they'll want to be going out there with that attitude, that they want to show the fans that they care, they're still hurting, that old wounded animal scenario. We've got to use all that tomorrow to go into the fixture. We have to start the game bright, get the crowd back on side, and if we do that, with our crowd, hopefully we can get a result.